Hello everybody. A lot of questions have been asked and a lot of questions still surround the upcoming title Men of War 2 Arena. With this video I want to answer the frequently asked questions, and hopefully by the end of this video you'll be left with fewer questions. So what is Men of War 2 Arena? Well, this is a real-time strategy game set in World War II, and it feels like a mix of a lot of different games put together with a pinch of arcade. In terms of gameplay, you will find it very similar to War Thunder when it comes to the units you can play with. You start with the lowest tier, so the worst units, and make your way up the tech tree. A lot of you will find this also similar to War Thunder in terms of how you unlock new units. You use a unit and gain experience until you have enough to unlock the next one, which is usually slightly better than the previous one, and as such, its battle rating is also higher. The highest unit in terms of battle rating determines your teammates and opponents when jumping into a match. Currently, there aren't really that many players around, so the matchmaking is a little bit wonky, but when the game actually releases, I am fairly certain that this is going to be more balanced. Speaking of units, you can't use every unit in the same match. This game splits the forces from each nation into different regiments. If you are playing as an infantry regiment, you'll be mainly infantry focused, with a lack of long-range anti-tank or armored capabilities, while excelling at support units such as mortars and anti-tank infantry, recon, and so on. If you're playing an armored regiment, it will be the complete opposite. You will reign supreme when it comes to armored units, but might be lacking on the infantry aspect. I'll be diving into how the different regiments work in a later video, so stay tuned for that. So how much does it cost, and where can you actually buy it? The final game will be completely free, with the exception of units you can buy with real money, aka premium units. Just like in games such as War Thunder, they do not give you a supreme edge on the battlefield, since you can unlock equivalent units via the traditional grinding route. This game is not free yet, since it is currently in closed beta testing. In order to get your hands on this version of the game, you will need to buy one of the two remaining packs, Preemptive Strike and First Echelon. I do have a lot of discount codes, so ask me if you want to actually buy it, and I'll send you some codes. Whichever one you want to buy, you will gain access to the package contents when the game moves into open beta. From open beta onwards, the game will be completely free. Any progress you will have made during closed beta will be completely wiped. Everyone will start from scratch. Is it pay to win? This really depends on your definition of pay to win. Paying to buy special units does not make you better at the game or makes your job a lot easier in any way. It is rather more pay to progress. You can use the real world money to speed up your progress through the tech tree. Even doing so, you will end up being matched with players that have similarly rated units in their regiment. When will the open beta release? Currently not much is known other than a possible release date mid-summer, so possibly end of July or August. The official date they have is 2020. Since the closed beta started on March 31st this year, around August might be a good estimate. I will have hundreds of keys that grant you permanent access to the game very soon, so subscribe if you don't want to miss out on those giveaways. Which nations will be in the game? Currently only Germany and the Soviet Union are available, but the final product will have Germany, Russia, America, United Kingdom, and Japan, with each their unique tech tree. What are the system requirements? I would say so that you need a relatively powerful PC. It is not well optimized, but if you have been playing the other Men of War games such as Men of War Assault Squad 2 without really a problem, you should be able to run this no problem either. The recommended requirements are an i5 8400 or higher, so really anything quad-core, with 16 gigabytes of RAM and a 1060 with 6 gigs or higher. How many missions will be in the campaign for the USSR? Will there be other campaigns for other nations in the games? The first campaign will be available during open beta only if you buy the First Echelon package. If you don't, they will be available separately after open beta. I personally don't like this, and I do hope that they just become a free part of the game. I do have a good feeling about player-made content though, since there is a workshop tab already in the game. Since mods were the only thing keeping Men of War Assault Squad 2 alive after all those years, they will probably want to make that a possibility for this game as well. Which game mode is available now, and will they be adding any other ones? Currently the only game mode available to us is Conquest. The team with the majority in map control will be gaining Conquest points and will be victor if they reach 2500 points before the enemy does, or when they have more points than the enemy when time hits 0. They haven't said anything about other game modes yet, but something like Destruction, where each destroyed unit gives the opposite team points, would be interesting to see, or even perhaps defensive-offensive game modes, where one team is dug in while the other team does the pushing and to gain control over objectives. That is it for this video. I hope it was not too long, and I hope I answered some of your more important questions out there. If you don't want to miss out on Men of War 2 Arena news or gameplay, please do subscribe and follow me on twitch.tv/SaucyNetwork, where I frequently live stream this and other games. See you guys.